White-tailed deer population around 1492 when Columbus discovered America was around 30 million. Over the next 400 years, the deer population along with other wild game would be decimated by European settlers, colonists, and market hunters. As game populations were being targeted, their land and habitat was also being cleared for settlements and wide-open farms. White-tailed deer population dropped close to zero by 1900. This is how conservationists brought that population back. The North American model for wildlife conservation was started in the late 1800s. The North American model of wildlife exists on 7 principles. 1. Wildlife resources are a public trust for all citizens. This differs from other places such as Europe where natural resources may be considered the property of the private landowner. In North America, a natural resource such as white-tailed deer, for instance, is considered the property of the public no matter whose land it is on. 2. Commerce in wild game is eliminated. This means there is generally no market for the sale of wild game such as deer, wild turkey, etc. In the case of seafood and fur markets, there is heavy wildlife agency oversight and regulation. Wildlife is located according to democratic rule of law. This is why hunters are issued tags and things such as bag and possession limits are updated by local wildlife agencies each season. 4. Wildlife is only killed for a legitimate purpose. Primarily, we hunt for food. Wild game is free-range, GMO-free, organic, and natural. We may also hunt to control things such as predator or invasive species populations. Farm or homeowners may be authorized by wildlife agencies to eliminate animals that may be destructive or dangerous in nature. 5. Wildlife is an international resource. Wildlife agencies across North America recognize that some game, such as the Canada goose that cross international borders throughout the year, is in fact an international resource, and they must cooperate with wildlife agencies in other nations in the management of such resources. 6. Every person has an equal opportunity under the law to participate in hunting and fishing. No matter our race or sex, we all have a right to hunt. We must all take and pass a basic hunter education course offered by our local wildlife agency in order to purchase our hunting license. When we pass basic hunter education, we can purchase a hunting license anywhere in the United States, Canada, or Mexico with that certificate of completion. Hunters are a vital element of conservation. The fees and taxes collected through the sale of things such as hunting licenses, tags, wildlife organization memberships, hunting shotguns, rifles, and ammo go toward funding our wildlife agencies, programs, and purchase of conservation lands over time. Firearms are a prerequisite for hunting, and our equal opportunity and access to these tools is vital to keeping hunter numbers up and vital to the success of conservation. If we limit individuals' access to the tools required to hunt, we are limiting equal opportunity to hunting, which is vital to the success of conservation of our public resources, which include things such as deer and wild turkey. 7. Scientific management is the proper means for wildlife conservation. All wildlife agencies employ biologists whose principal task is keeping track of things such as population levels and health of those populations. It is this data that is used to make decisions in terms of setting specific hunting seasons, laws, and regulations for each game animal within a managed locale. This data is also used to determine tags, bag limits, and possession limits. Since the early 1900s, white-tailed deer population has steadily grown to pre-colonization levels around 35 to 36 million. Wild turkey numbers were as low as 30,000 in the 1930s after the Great Depression. Today it is estimated that there are 6 to 7 million wild turkeys in the United States.